Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is Hopeful Chewbacca back at the Church of Chewbacca, and today we're going to go over the 12 brand new blockbuster cards that came out. There's 12 of them. They're from 85 overall to 92 overall. We're going to give them in-depth true reviews, rate them 1 through 5 chewies, as we always do on our in-depth reviews. Let's get into it. Zachary LaRue. The 5'11", 196-pound left-handed shooting junior player that plays for the Halifax Mooseheads, Zachary LaRue. He has 1 point for Heart and Soul, 2 points for Thief. Heart and Soul is the worst team synergy. The Thief is actually not a super terrible player synergy, especially if you're a centerman. He has 85 faceoffs. With the Thief, you get bumped up to 90 faceoffs and 88 stick checking. Looking at his attributes, he has 87 acceleration, 95 agility, 82 balance, 85 endurance, and 87 speed. His shot is 95 slap shot power, 85 slap shot accuracy with 86 wrist shot accuracy, 94 wrist shot power. His hands are 87 across the board, other than his hand-eye is 86. His defense is 80 body checking. His strength is 82. His checking's 85 defense awareness with 78 shot blocking, 83 stick checking, 85 faceoffs, and 95 discipline. This LaRue, the biggest problem is he just has terrible team synergy, and that really hurts his card. But for a budget card at 85 overall, he's only about 15 to 20K, which isn't that bad of a price for his attributes. But the synergies just don't do it for me. I'm going to give him 2 chewies, even though I think he could maybe be a budget guy on like a 4th line, 3rd line if you're making a budget team. Alex GALCHENYUK. The former top 5 pick in the NHL, Alex GALCHENYUK, 6'1", 207 pounds, left-handed shooting, has kind of been bounced all around the league the last couple of years. I think he's on like his 3rd team for the season, and the season started late. He's on the Toronto Maple Leafs now. I believe they just traded for him like yesterday or maybe over the weekend. He has 1 point for Swarm, 2 points for Magician, and honestly, this card's very good for an 86 overall. That's going to be about 30K. His skating is 88 acceleration, 90 agility, 86 balance, 87 endurance, 88 speed. His shot is 88 across the board except for his slap shot power is an 89. His hands are 88 puck control and passing, 89 hand-eye, 87 offensive awareness, and 91 deking. So pretty good hands. Defense is 81 body checking, 86 strength. His checking category is going to be 84 defensive awareness, 81 shot blocking, 86 stick checking with 84 discipline. He is labeled as a center. You're going to have to play him on the wing, though. He only has 76 faceoffs. The Swarm is a very good team synergy to have. Magician is a player synergy that's going to help this guy out with the puck control, agility, and deking. I like this GALCHENYUK, especially for his price point. I'm going to give him 4 chewies. And maybe it's a little bit of a high rating for an 86 overall, but I'm basing it on the fact that he is one of those guys that just because he's an 86 overall, I think he's going to play well above that overall rating because of his attributes within the card. And the fact that he has Swarm and Magician isn't so bad. So 4 chewies. Tyler Myers. Tyler Myers has been on the Winnipeg Jets for the last couple of years, if I'm not mistaken. He's originally drafted by the Buffalo Sabres. He's 6'8", 229 pounds, right-handed shooting. He has 1 point for balance, 2 points for shutdown. Balance is kind of that 3rd synergy you go after, whether it's that or Swarm or Spark. Distributor is obviously number 1. It kind of just depends if you go Spark or Swarm afterwards. Then whatever the 3rd is. Balance, though, is to me is a very good, underrated team synergy. Shutdown is great for defensemen. It gives you the shot blocking, body checking, slap shot accuracy, and puck control. Forward skating is 85 acceleration, 85 agility, 92 balance, 91 endurance with 86 speed. His shooting is very hard at 92 slap shot power, and with the 6'8" frame, he's going to get a lot of whip, so it'll probably actually come off the stick a little bit harder than that. But it's only 76 slap shot accuracy, so it's going to be all over the place. A lot like that Al McGinnis shot if you play with his HUT icon at all. He has 77 wrist shot accuracy, 91 wrist shot power. His hands are 78 deking, 86 offensive awareness, 78 hand-eye, 85 passing with 85 puck control. The defense is 89 body checking, 91 strength, so it's 6'8" to 229 pounds. On top of the body checking number 89, I think he's going to be able to knock anybody on their butt because he's just such a big body defenseman on top of having above average attributes. Then his checking category is going to be 87 defense awareness, 89 shot blocking, 91 stick checking with 78 discipline. I wish the discipline would be a little bit better. At the 6'8", he's going to have a huge reach, kind of like I mentioned of the Chris Pronger silver icon, or even I guess Chris Pronger's bronze icon has the same reach, right? He's pretty much the right-handed version of Hedman or Chara. With Distributor, he'll be able to have 89 speed. Spark will give him 89 acceleration. I think that's more than fast enough for a big-bodied defenseman, even though his agility is a little bit low. I'm going to give this Myers 3.5 chewies. If his shot was a little bit more accurate and his hands were a little bit better, he'd probably have 4 chewies. But that's really holding his card back because for how big he is, his speed's actually one of the higher speed and acceleration ratings that you have on one of these high-end cards. And he's not even like an 88 or 89 or 90 overall. He's 86 and he's only cost you about 40K. Ryan Dzingel. Dzingel came over to the Ottawa Senators, whether it was in free agency or maybe it was a trade with the Columbus Blue Jackets. Either way, he's 6 foot tall, 190 pounds, left-handed shooting. He has 1 point for distributor, 2 points for passing playmaker. His skating is just really too slow, in my personal opinion. The rest of his attributes are average to above average, but let's go over them very quickly. He has 84 acceleration, 88 agility, 86 balance, 88 endurance, 84 speed. His shooting is 88 for slap shot and wrist shot power. His accuracies on his shots are 87. He has 87 across the board for hands, except for 88 offensive awareness. His body checking and strength is 86. His checking is 87 defense awareness, 84 shot blocking, 88 stick checking, 74 faceoffs. So he's going to have to play in the wing as he is labeled a winger. 83 discipline. Honestly, this Dzingel, even with distributor, is pretty slow. He's going to be about 45,000 coins. I don't think he's worth that price. I'm going to have him come in with 2 chewies just because I think he's overpriced. For distributor, it's kind of nice, I guess, to have a guy with distributor. You can play him on the 3rd or 4th line, but I just think he's too slow. He can max out at 87 speed. At this point in the game, for 45K, I think that's too much. Robin Lehner. Lehner was drafted by the Ottawa Senators, then he went to Buffalo Sabres for a little bit. He never had a winning season. He was a goaltender that just wasn't quite developing the way that many thought he would. And then he signed in free agency with the New York Islanders, and he had an amazing year, which then resulted in him signing with the Chicago Blackhawks and getting traded to the Vegas Golden Knights last year, where he actually did pretty well in the playoffs. And at the back end of that season, he's 6'4", 240 pounds, wears his trapper on his left hand. He has 1 point for heart and soul, 2 points for spark. So another goaltender with 2 points for spark. He can join the Khudobin and Bounds club with those guys. I think that the Ben Bishop 94 flashback has 2 spark as well, if I'm not mistaken. This card has glove and stick high of 89. His low is 91 glove low, 90 stick low. Quickness, 84 speed, 91 vision, 84 agility. His positioning is 91, 5 holes, 84. His rebound control and shot recovery is 84. His aggression, 78. Not bad attributes. I think this is the same as his Team of the Week card that he has. Literally the same attributes. They are just, I don't know. I don't even know why they made this card, to be honest. You can look at him as just a guy with 2 spark because heart and soul is terrible. Because of that, I'm going to give this Lehner 3.5 chewies. I think the attributes are good. He's a big body goaltender. Spark is obviously pretty great. He's about 70K on the market. You might be able to get him for 60K, but I don't think he's that amazing. Plus, there's a couple other versions of his exact card, as well as Thatcher Demko literally has like the same attributes the Leonards do. So, and they're all like the same exact card. They play the exact same. Brian Campbell. Campbell's one of the smoothest skating, best playmaking defensemen whenever he was at his prime. He's 5'10", 192 pounds, left-handed shooting. Obviously, he's retired now. He has 1 point for barrage. He has 2 points for howitzer. The howitzer gives you speed, agility, and then your wrist shot and slap shot power at +3. The barrage is the team synergies for slap shot, accuracy, and power. Gives it a boost. His skating is 84 acceleration, 91 agility, 88 balance, 93 endurance with 84 speed. So he's a really slow skater, in my personal opinion. And I think that hurts his card a lot. The shooting is 86 for his slap shot and wrist shot accuracy with 89 for the shot powers. He has 91 passing, 91 puck control, 88 hand-eye, 92 offensive awareness, 88 deking. His body checking is 86, strength is 89. Defense awareness 91, 91 shot blocking, 92 stick checking, 93 discipline. Even with the Hauser, which we'll get him with the 87 speed, which means going to be the 90 speed, his acceleration still very low for somebody that was such a smooth skater whenever he played in the NHL. I'm going to give this Campbell 3 chewies because I think that even though he has good checking category and above average hands, the fact that you're reliant upon the howitzer, he doesn't have a great team synergy, and his acceleration is still going to be slow for a card that's going to be up in the 80 to 90K range. He's not worth it. So that's why we're going with 3 chewies. Ryan LASCH. The small-statured winger that plays in the Swiss National League, Ryan LASCH. He's 5'7", 165 pounds, right-handed shooting. He has 1 point for swarm, 2 points for wingman. Honestly, this card is just very slow skating, kind of like the Brian Campbell. 83 acceleration, 91 agility, 89 balance, 84 endurance with 85 speed. So you can only max out at 88 speed. His shooting is 90 for his slap shot power, wrist shot accuracy. Then his wrist shot power is 88. His slap shot accuracy is 86. His hands are 95 passing, 90 puck control, 85 hand-eye, 93 offense awareness, 84 deking. Then his defense is going to be 85 body checking, 90 strength. His checking is going to be 88 defense awareness, 87 shot blocking, 90 stick checking with 80 faceoffs and 83 discipline. I just don't think this Lasch is worth picking up. I think he's only about 50K, so he's not too bad priced, but in all honesty, he's just not worth it. I'm going to give him 2.5 Chewies because he's too slow of a skater. Even though he has Swarm and Wingman, which are actually pretty good synergies, he's small, slow. There's no point to pick this guy up. Sergei Gonchar. The longtime Washington Capital that ended up coming over in free agency to the Pittsburgh Penguins, Sergei Gonchar. He's 6'2", 210 pounds, left-handed shooting. He actually ended up winning the Stanley Cup with the Pittsburgh Penguins in 2009, and then as a developmental coach for the organization in 2016 and 17. So he's actually won 3 Stanley Cups with the Pittsburgh Penguins, 1 as a player, 2 as a coach. He has 87 acceleration, 91 agility, 83 balance, 88 endurance with 87 speed. His shooting is 89 across the board except for his slap shot power is 90. His hands are amazing. 93 puck control, 92 passing, 88 hand-eye, 92 offense awareness, 89 deking. The defense is only 79 body checking, 84 strength, but Gonchar was known as an offensive defenseman. He wasn't a guy that really threw the body that much, but he has 92 defense awareness, 87 shot blocking, 91 stick checking, and 83 discipline. This Gonchar is a left-handed defenseman, good size. He skates pretty well. He can get up to 90 speed and 91 acceleration, has a good shot and great hands. I'm going to give him 4 Chewies because he's only about 100K, and at that price, I think at an 88 overall for a left-handed defenseman, he's actually very well priced. Even though he doesn't have the great team synergy, his player synergy for a defenseman, we'll give him more defense awareness, slap shot power, body checking, which he's lacking some of, and strength. So I think that the fact that he has Gladiator and those are kind of his weaknesses makes his card slightly better, even though Gladiator's not the best player synergy. So that's why we're going with the 4 Chewies. Matt Duchene. Duchene came over in a trade deadline deal from the Colorado Avalanche to the Columbus Blue Jackets. That's pretty much what this card is based off of. He has 1 point for balance, 2 points for Light the Lamp. He's 5'11", 195 pounds, left-handed shooting, and he's one of the fastest skaters in the game and one of the fastest skaters in the NHL in real life. He has 93 speed, 91 endurance, 87 balance, 95 agility, 92 acceleration. His shooting is 91 slap shot accuracy, 90 slap shot power, 91 wrist shot accuracy, 89 wrist shot power. His hands are 91 for offensive awareness, passing, and puck control, 90 hand-eye, 92 deking. His body checking is an 84 with 87 strength. His checking category is going to be 89 defense awareness, 82 shot blocking, 90 stick checking, 89 faceoffs, 92 discipline. And honestly, this Duchene is the best card that I think came out in these 12 cards. He has balance, which I know isn't the best team synergy, and Light the Lamp isn't the best player synergy, but the card itself is amazing, and he's only about 150K. At that price, this 89 overall Duchene might be the best price 150K card in the game. I'm going to give him 5 Chewies. You can't teach somebody to skate as fast as he does. You get some spark, and Distributor is going to be one of the fastest skaters on the team. He can play 1 through 4 on your forward lines. He can play on the wing. He can play center because he does have 89 faceoffs, so he's very flexible. And he does have Light the Lamp, which obviously if you have Wayne Gretzky or any of the other guys like even a Teemu Selanne that has Light the Lamp, you can get that Light the Lamp activated, which will give you wrist shot accuracy, balance, offensive awareness, and hand-eye. So it's one of those things where I do think this Duchene is pretty great. On top of the balance, does give you wrist shot power as well. So you can have a very accurate and even a harder wrist shot if you get his synergies going. 5 Chewies. I think the Duchene deserves it. Joe Thornton. The bearded wonder Joe Thornton got traded from the Boston Bruins to the San Jose Sharks when he was a much younger man than what this picture shows. He's 6'4", 220 pounds, left-handed shooting, and he's one of the best playmakers to ever play in the NHL. He's going to be a Hall of Famer when it's all said and done. We will see if he ends up getting a cup with the Toronto Maple Leafs. They might have a chance of making the Stanley Cup without having to play the Boston Bruins this season in the playoffs, at least not to start till they would get to one of the further rounds of the Final Four team. So we'll see. Maybe this is the year for the Maple Leafs. I don't think so, but hey, you never know. He has 1 point for Spark, 2 points for Speedster, so amazing synergies. The problem is he's slow as dirt. 82 speed, 82 acceleration, 86 agility, 94 balance, 90 endurance. Good endurance and balance. He's a big body, so that's something to look forward to. He actually has a really good shot as well with 87 for slap shot accuracy and wrist shot accuracy, 92 slap shot power, 91 wrist shot power. His hands are 93 puck control, 93 passing, 89 hand-eye, 92 offensive awareness with 89 deking. He has 89 body checking, 94 strength. His checking categories, 90 defensive awareness, 84 shot blocking, 92 stick checking with 85 faceoffs and 86 discipline. So the card's attributes besides his speed and acceleration really aren't that bad. The Speedster and the Spark do help out with this. So Jumbo Joe can get the 89 speed with Speedster and Distributor as well as 86 acceleration. It still makes him pretty slow. I'm going to give him 3.5 Chewies. And the biggest thing that I think hurts this Joe Thornton, which is not even close to what he was like in real life, is his faceoffs are only 85. He was really, really good in the faceoff circle. So they kind of shafted him a little bit there because I think they're basing the upgrade to this 89 off of his base card, which is like he's 41 right now. Like it's nowhere near how good Joe Thornton was whenever this trade was made between the Boston Bruins and the San Jose Sharks. Justin Williams. Williams won a few Stanley Cups with the Los Angeles Kings, and he's always been a clutch performer, whether it was with the Carolina Hurricanes or the Kings, and that's really important for kind of his legacy. He has 1 point for Distributor, 2 points for Wingman. He's 6 foot 180 pounds, right-handed shooting, and the Wingman will help with some acceleration here, and the Distributor is obviously the best team synergy. He has 86 acceleration, 91 agility, 90 balance, 88 endurance with 86 speed. So he's not the fastest skating, but he's not a bad skater. He has 91 for his slap shot power and wrist shot accuracy, 90 for his wrist shot power and slap shot accuracy. He's 91 across the board for hands, 88 body checking, 90 strength, 91 defense awareness, 87 shot blocking, 91 stick checking with 90 discipline. He's a winger, so his faceoffs are only 65. Honestly, I'm going to give this Justin Williams 4 Chewies, and pretty much because he has really, really good synergies. That's what bumps him up from like a 3.5 Chewies because of his skating. The skating is not very good, but the rest of the card is pretty good. He's about 170,000 coins, so the price isn't too bad for the card you're getting at a 90 overall. Alex Pietrangelo. The 6'3", 210-pound right-handed shooting defenseman that played with the St. Louis Blues for his entire career and won a Stanley Cup with the St. Louis Blues, signed with the Vegas Golden Knights in the offseason this year. He's 92 overall on this Blockbusters card. He has 1 point for Spark, 2 points for Shutdown. For his skating, is 86 acceleration, 90 agility, 92 balance, 96 endurance. So his endurance number is great. That's really what you want at 92 overall, 87 speed. The skating is a little bit concerning for the price. You got to pay at about 350,000 coins. But honestly, 90 speed, 90 acceleration for a guy that's 6'3" and has really good attributes everywhere else really isn't that big of a deal. He has 88 for his slap shot and wrist shot accuracy, 95 slap shot power, 94 wrist shot power. His passing and puck control is 96. His hand-eye is 87. His offensive awareness is 93. His deking is 87. His body checking is 91. His strength is 94. His aggression is 89. Then for the checking, he has defense awareness of 96, 94 shot blocking, 96 stick checking with 87 discipline. So very, very good attributes. The skating is by far the worst part of this card. If he was a little bit faster, he would be probably the best right-handed defenseman in the game. But he's not. I'm going to give him 4 Chewies because I don't think he's worth the price for the skating that you get out of him. I would much rather you invest that 360,000 coins it would take for this Alex Pietrangelo into like the Cale Makar Hut Fantasy Hockey card or somebody like that that's a little bit better skating, because you can get like an 88 Cale Makar, and I think it's better than this Alex Pietrangelo, even though he doesn't have the same synergies. 360K is just too much for this Pietrangelo, and that's what's holding him at the 4 Chewies. That's going to wrap up the true review of these 12 blockbusters that came out. Hopefully it helped you guys decide which guys are worth going after, which ones aren't. I think Matt Duchene is the best blockbuster card that came out that is an undercard, not one of the Master Set players. Obviously that Phil Kessel Master Set player is filthy. I think he's the best one out of those. But I do think that Duchene is very good, especially for the price you can get him for at about 150K. I think that Gonchar might be somebody to look at, as well as Justin Williams. The Joe Thornton could be sneaky good. Same with the Tyler Myers and the Alex GALCHENYUK. As always, I appreciate all of your guys' support. I really hope this video helped you out. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe, most importantly, to this channel so we can continue to grow it. You guys have a great day and be safe.